Aloha Pisces, and welcome to Kamaboko Tarot. Mahalo nui loa for joining me. Pisces, we're going to be doing a double whammy reading here for the month of February 2023 and then another for the week of January 30th. So I'm just going to go ahead and get the cards here ready for you, Pisces. I am using the Wildwood Tarot for the monthly reading. So let's go ahead and see what is in store for you this particular month. Oh, so that card wanted to come out. So you do have the 10 of Arrows instruction, the 8 of Arrows struggle, the 7 of Arrows insecurity, the Page of Arrows Wren, and the Great Bear. Oh, wow. Okay, so interesting here for you, Pisces. A lot of arrows cards. 4 of the 5 are the suit of arrows, which can talk about intelligence, can talk about your mind, logic, reasoning, things of that nature. So I wonder if there's going to be a lot of I wonder if your mind's going to be racing here for some reason this particular month. Pisces, you do have, it's not sequential, but you do have the 7 of Arrows insecurity moving into the 8 of Arrows struggle. So I wonder if there has been something that stemmed previously that has caused you to perhaps be in this mind state right now of perhaps not necessarily feeling completely confident, maybe dealing with some difficulties right now with that as well. But even though there are 2 kind of more difficult or challenging cards here with the 7 of Arrows insecurity and the 8 of Arrows struggle card, I do like to think of the 8 of Arrows card as a more resilient and positive card, because if you see that individual is carrying that lantern really close to their heart, and to me that represents the things that you value here, Pisces. And I feel like that if you're able to really identify and tap into what it is that you value, what it is that keeps you going, if you put a lot more fuel into it, you'll be able to overcome these difficulties here. And I feel like you already have heard the call that you need to go down this path here with the Great Bear showing up as well. I really like the Great Bear because this is a card that represents the universe saying now is the time for you to take action. You know, you've been kind of in a lull or in limbo, or even maybe paralyzed because of a situation or a fear of doing something. And the universe recognized that and is like, hey, we need to get out of this, which again is why I feel like the Great Bear is coming up. It's like you need to move on from these difficulties. Granted, easier said than done. What I will say though is you have the Page of Arrows Wren and the 10 of Arrows instruction coming up as well. So I do feel like there are energies out there that the universe is providing you to really overcome these challenges and difficulties. Through the 10 of Arrows instruction card, perhaps there's a mentor or someone that has experienced something extremely similar to you that can provide some advice or mentorship on how to overcome these difficulties. And the Page of Arrows Wren card represents your ability to really be observant of the situation, learn from it, and really use that knowledge and wisdom to your benefit. I really like the Page of Arrows Wren because the Wren is also seen on the Hermit card. There's a little bird, the Wren here on the Hermit card, that's watching the Hermit. And it again represents being observant, being mindful of your situation and using that knowledge and wisdom to your advantage. It's interesting because I can't remember what the mythology is, but the wren is supposedly the king of birds because a wren won a race out of all of the birds, basically by riding on the back of an eagle throughout this race. So they preserved all of their energy. The eagle did the entire race, and right at the last minute, the wren jetted off the eagle's back and just completed the race here, being strategic, being tactful, being observant of, with my tiny little wings, there's no way that I can complete this on my own. What can I do to be to put myself in a better advantage? And I feel that's the story here for you, Pisces, of what will help you put you in a more advantageous state to get out of these perhaps insecurities or struggles that you're dealing with. So really like the monthly reading here for you, Pisces. I do feel like it is going to be a very positive month. And the universe is giving you those energies to help you along the way. So we're going to go ahead and pull 5 additional cards for the weekly reading. This will be for the week of January 30th, 2023. I am using a different deck. It's the Dungeons and Dragon deck from the Wizards of the Coast. So you do have the 6 of Intelligence, the Queen of Strength, 10 of Wisdom, the Lovers, and the King of Wisdom. So let me get you oriented to the suits here, Pisces. The suit of Intelligence is synonymous to swords. The suit of Strength is synonymous to wands. The suit of Wisdom is synonymous to cups. And the one that you're missing here is the suit of Charisma, which is synonymous to pentacles. So kind of looking at the weekly reading here, I do feel like there's a lot of emotional happiness and fulfillment here coming in for you. And who knows, maybe perhaps Pisces, if you're in a relationship, maybe there is someone, your partner, whomever it may be, in this relationship could be helping you throughout this particular situation that you're trying to overcome. And I wonder if they are willing to really, well, I feel they are willing, to really help you along the way. And it doesn't necessarily have to be an intimate relationship. This could be someone that you have a relationship with, maybe someone that you trust, someone that brings you harmony, and feel that, going back to someone that you feel you can trust. I feel like they are the ones that perhaps will help you through this time. And the King of Wisdom coming up could definitely be you here, Pisces, really doing your best to understand your emotions at this time. In a traditional King of Cups, the iteration from the Rider-Waite Tarot, the King of Cups is in the middle of the sea. The sea kind of is a little bit chaotic, but they look calm and put together, which can talk about emotional intelligence and really showcasing their capability of staying calm through turmoil. So I do feel like really tapping into that type of energy here would be beneficial for you, Pisces. And it also could represent the sign of Pisces as well. 10 of Wisdom, ultimate happiness and joy. So I feel like this is the goal or the target that you're trying to accomplish and achieve here. And with the 6 of Swords, this is all about moving on to calmer shores, moving on to a better situation. And I feel you know exactly. I mean, again, you heard the call from the Great Bear. So you are moving on to these calmer shores here, Pisces. And I feel by doing that, you're going to feel much more confident. You're going to feel much more in control of your situation. And that's what I feel with the Queen of Strength coming in. More control, more confidence. And really, it's interesting because you have her right under the 8 of Arrows struggle card. The Queen of Strength is representative of the elemental fire, or the element fire. And the Eight of Arrows, that lady has that lamp really close to their heart. So I do feel that there is something valuable that you are really fighting for and persevering here, to help you persevere. And I do feel this Queen of Strength is really that that fire within that is helping you move through this perhaps maybe difficult time. But overall, I do feel really positive outcome here for you, Pisces. So thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, malama pono and hui ho.